The rise and legacy of Magan, ancient trade, civilization, and innovation. The foundations of Magan. Long before the rise of modern metropolises such as Dubai and Abu Dhabi, the region now known as the United Arab Emirates, UAE, was home to a thriving civilization, Magan. For centuries, this ancient civilization flourished across the deserts and coastlines of the Arabian Peninsula, leaving behind a rich and enduring legacy. Renowned by the Sumerians and Akkadians, Magan was not just a minor player in the ancient world, but a civilization whose influence resonated far beyond its borders. Flourishing around 3000 BCE, Magan's geographical location in the southeastern Arabian Peninsula, between Mesopotamia, the Indus Valley, and the Arabian Gulf, placed it at the crossroads of ancient trade routes. With its rich natural resources, innovative technologies, and sophisticated social structures, Magan became a vital part of the early global economy. The city-states of Magan, most notably in the regions now part of Oman and the UAE, connected ancient Mesopotamia and the Indus Valley, facilitating the exchange of goods, ideas, and culture. Magan's contribution to these early networks of trade, which were essential in laying the foundation for the rise of later empires, cannot be overstated. Despite the arid desert environment, the people of Magan developed a civilization that was ahead of its time. They not only adapted to their challenging surroundings but also mastered the art of trade, metalworking, shipbuilding, and agriculture. Today, the remnants of their cities, trade routes, and cultural artifacts provide a glimpse into a once thriving society that played a pivotal role in the ancient world. The land of copper, Magan's core resource. One of the most significant factors behind Magan's prosperity was its access to abundant natural resources, particularly copper. Situated in the mountainous regions of Oman and the UAE, Magan was blessed with one of the most valuable resources of the ancient world, copper. By the early Bronze Age, the people of Magan had already mastered copper mining and smelting techniques, transforming raw copper ore into high-quality ingots, tools, weapons, and ornamental items. The role of copper in shaping the economic and cultural landscape of Magan cannot be underestimated. Magan's copper became a sought-after commodity, traded extensively across the ancient Near East, the Indus Valley, and even into the Mediterranean and East African regions. This trade formed the backbone of Magan's economy, and the wealth generated from copper exports facilitated the rise of powerful elites within the society. The process of copper smelting itself was a highly advanced craft, with artisans in Magan producing items that were known for their durability, aesthetic quality, and sophistication. Their ability to create intricate jewelry, ceremonial objects, and tools helped elevate the civilization's cultural standing. Archaeological excavations across the region have uncovered a range of copper artifacts, including ingots, tools, and ornaments. These findings reveal a culture that valued both the practical and artistic use of copper. These objects were not merely functional, they were deeply symbolic and often served spiritual or ceremonial purposes. The spread of these objects across Mesopotamia, the Indus Valley, and even to the African coast speaks to the global nature of Magan's trade and the far-reaching influence of its metallurgy. The cities of Magan were not just places of production but also centers of cultural exchange and innovation. Trade routes and maritime mastery. The geographical location of Magan was critical to its success as a trading power. Its position between the Arabian Peninsula, Mesopotamia, and the Indus Valley made it an ideal hub for maritime trade. The people of Magan became masters of seafaring, developing advanced shipbuilding techniques that allowed them to navigate the vast expanse of the Arabian Gulf and beyond. Magan's maritime prowess is well documented in Sumerian texts, which describe the ships of Magan as large, sturdy vessels designed for long-distance travel. These ships were not only used for trade but also helped establish diplomatic and cultural ties with distant peoples. Magan's ships carried valuable copper, timber, and other goods to Mesopotamian cities such as Ur, Lagash, and Susa, where they traded for luxury items such as textiles, pottery, and lapis lazuli. In return, the goods from Mesopotamia were highly prized in Magan and helped fuel its economy. Magan's maritime trade routes were not just about the exchange of goods, they were also vital in the spread of technological and cultural innovations. The sailors of Magan, using advanced navigation skills, relied on the stars and natural landmarks to guide their journeys. This expertise in navigation and shipbuilding was passed on to neighboring regions, influencing maritime practices across the ancient world. This early globalization through trade helped to connect distant civilizations, and Magan served as a vital link in this web of interaction. In addition to sea routes, overland trade routes connected Magan to the interior regions of the Arabian Peninsula and beyond, linking the civilization to the Indus Valley, the Levant, and other regions. Caravans carried precious goods such as spices, textiles, and fine metalwork along these overland routes, which were just as important for Magan's economic prosperity as the maritime ones. Social structure, daily life, and religion. Magan's society was characterized by a complex social hierarchy. At the top of the hierarchy were the elite class, consisting of merchant families, political leaders, and religious figures. These individuals controlled the trade in copper and other precious materials, and likely lived in fortified settlements or urban centers, where they oversaw trade, governance, and religious activities. In contrast, the majority of the population worked in agriculture, artisan crafts, fishing, and other essential industries that sustained the civilization. Magan's agricultural base was vital to its economy. The fertile coastal regions produced dates, barley, and wheat, while the arid desert landscapes provided camels, goats, and sheep. These animals were crucial for transportation, food, and textiles, making them an essential part of everyday life. In addition, the people of Magan relied on the marine resources of the Arabian Gulf, which were abundant in fish, shellfish, and pearls. Fishing was a central aspect of life for those living along the coast, and advanced techniques such as the use of nets and traps enabled the people of Magan to exploit the region's rich maritime resources. Religion played a central role in the lives of the people of Magan. Like many ancient civilizations, the people of Magan likely practiced animism, worshipping deities associated with natural forces such as the sea, the mountains, and the sun. This spiritual connection to the land and sea was reflected in their religious practices, including the construction of elaborate tombs and burial sites, such as the famous Amun-Ra tombs, which have yielded valuable artifacts and inscriptions. These tombs were often filled with offerings, indicating a belief in an afterlife and a desire to ensure the well-being of the deceased in the next world. Magan's decline, environmental and political factors. Despite its early successes, Magan eventually began to experience a decline. Environmental factors, particularly deforestation and soil degradation, played a significant role in this process. The extensive use of wood for shipbuilding and smelting copper led to the depletion of forests, causing ecological imbalances that impacted agriculture and the overall sustainability of the civilization. This environmental strain was compounded by shifts in climate, which made it increasingly difficult to maintain agricultural productivity. Political changes also contributed to Magan's decline. As new regional powers rose, including the civilizations of Dilmun, Meluhha, and Saba, the trade routes that once passed through Magan began to shift. These competing empires, along with the decline of Mesopotamian trade demands, led to the eventual dissolution of Magan's power and influence. By the 2nd millennium BCE, the civilization had largely disappeared from the historical record. Rediscovering Magan through archaeology. The legacy of Magan, however, has not been forgotten. Modern archaeology has allowed us to uncover the rich history of this civilization through excavations at key sites such as Ul Ain and Amun-Ra. Copper ingots, jewelry, pottery, and tools have been unearthed, shedding light on the technological achievements of the Maganites. Inscriptions and other written records have provided valuable insights into their trade relationships, religious beliefs, and social structure. Recent advances in archaeological techniques, such as radiocarbon dating and ground-penetrating radar, have allowed researchers to reconstruct the history of Magan with greater precision. These discoveries continue to reveal the complexity of the civilization and highlight its significant role in the development of early global trade networks. Conclusion: Magan's lasting legacy. Magan's story is one of ingenuity, resilience, and adaptability. Despite the challenges posed by its environment and the eventual decline of its power, the civilization left an indelible mark on the ancient world. Its contributions to metallurgy, trade, and cultural exchange influenced the rise of subsequent civilizations, and its legacy can still be felt today. The enduring significance of Magan lies not only in its economic achievements but also in its role as a bridge between distant peoples, fostering a sense of interconnectedness in the ancient world. The rediscovery of Magan serves as a powerful reminder of the importance of preserving and understanding the cultural heritage of our shared human past.